treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Beavers offense will start this game off with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take...
There he goes! Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. The toss sweep to the right. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Georgia Southern's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown.
Of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's French. Firing toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
First and goal, Georgia Southern.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to? And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's French. He'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Might be calling a hot route. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Finds a little space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the 1st.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
That's caught. It's Hankerson. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking for space. It's Hankerson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Got it in the middle, it's Clemens. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. Back to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football.
Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dumps it off in the flats. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's French. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Slips one, he smashes his way through again.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, look out on the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Beavers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The extra point here would tie the game. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
I'm down, Coach Dave.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. At the 35, he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's French. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum.
Every other extra point, every other kid does boost the shot.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Wells. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hankerson. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro.
The Beavers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Handoff to the single running back.
Good block.
He has the first and still on his feet. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got a man. It's Dallas. Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's French. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the
space on the outside.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab in the middle, it's Brown. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation in this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a heat. On the move and looking deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's French. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Finds his man.
Yeah, go to what works, man.
Breaks into the open.
Yeah, go to what
They'll
works.
finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly,
Shoot this clock, get on
when I
my
get a
body.
lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And throw it outside to the corner pylon. What are you doing?
Georgia Southern is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
This probably the reason why I only throw drags with this man. Fuck.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I mean, the gear was a little tough, but at the same time, if he threw it outside the way he was supposed to, it would
right now.
have
You're
picked off.
way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds. downs after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man,
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Using his legs, it skips. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
First down, 10 yards to go. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Back to throw, it's French. With the catch, it's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10.
Early offsides. I'll take it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense. That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stand.
There he goes. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. That's caught. It's Dallas. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on
He's
second
running
down,
for
this
crazy
throw
up.
third
Yeah.
to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What do you think?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. On the option. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
This team better than this on paper. That's it. We just got to keep this momentum going.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Oh, my God.
Through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
I guess
That sure feels like too little, too late. This offense,
what's his name? Say Luke not so fast, my
There's not
friend.
enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And the extra point is good, but that's just a little window dressing, and the game is over. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through.
Alright, so make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Tune in for the next one. Alright, fellas, peace.